Hey there, it's me Red Knight and welcome back to my Back to Basics farm. We're going to be doing the Bunny Derby today, so it's the first time I've experienced this as a single player on this farm. And we're going to talk about it a little bit more today. Right, when my last derby, I was actually in first place when I left it off then. The only way I could be beaten is if somebody used diamonds to push me into second, third or fourth place. So let's go and see how the results have turned out. Well, as you can see, I've been pushed back down into second place, which is fine by me. I'm not going to be spending diamonds on this farm anyway, at least at this stage, to get an extra task. I don't think it's actually necessary. If I'm in the top 3, that's wonderful. I can claim prizes from doing the derby, and those materials can be used for expanding. Once I've done that, I then, as you see, open up my rewards, and there are the green vouchers that I wanted for my actual pet. So I've been working towards getting some greens so I could buy myself my first animal. Now, as usual, when I look at these things, I like to buy the decoration. I like to get the actual vouchers, and as I progress to the higher level, I then go for puzzle pieces, and I also then go for permits. The expansion material is not so important, but at the lower level it's more important, because what you need to do is to start working on that barn and silo and increasing them a lot more. Now, I'm not really keen on keeping an imbalance, and I prefer to actually sell off any excess items I've got, because my storage is not good enough to be keeping too many pieces. So when I actually come to choosing certain rewards, I've got my key focus, which is decoration and vouchers first, maybe a few other items that are very useful indeed, and then maybe those expansion materials afterwards. So there's a lot of factors to think about, and it's down to you as a player as to what you want to collect from your previous rewards. Whether you're focusing on expansion first of all, whether you want to go with the mine, whether you want to go with the land, whether you want to go with decoration. Like I said, for me, deco, vouchers, those are the 2 key things. But I've been promoted, which is great because I'm in the top 3. So top 3 teams get promoted, bottom 3 get demoted, everybody else stays the same. So you see that I've actually gone up to the 3rd level now. So I've come in the top 3 in all 3 of these races by basically starting late. Now, the next derby is definitely going to be a challenging one, and maybe my playing style is going to be very different because it's a bunny derby. Now, a bunny derby has an extra feature. It's basically a regular derby, but with an additional thing involved. And in this case, it's actually rabbits. Now, there's only one thing I really don't like about this. Like, the first person to take a task doesn't actually get a rabbit, but the second person does. So if you're by yourself and I want to get a rabbit at the very beginning, I actually can't do that. It won't let me, which is very, very annoying indeed. So I want to start off by getting a rabbit. There's some 320 tasks down there, and it would be perfect. So if I can get some rabbits, I can then claim the prizes. But it doesn't work that way, which is something I think needs to be addressed by the team. So whoever takes the first task in a rabbit derby, that should be a rabbit task. It shouldn't be a non-rabbit task. See, now I've lost out on that chance to gain a rabbit, and by myself, that's very much of a problem. See, the first rabbit is requiring 2, and then the next one after that again requires 2. So if I'm burning my way through the tasks, it's kind of like not fair. That's at least my feeling anyway. So Hayday, can we fix that one? If it is a rabbit derby and the first person's taking, then I feel they should get a rabbit from the very first task that they take, no matter what. Right, well, now as before, what I'm going to be doing is focusing on help tasks. Now, in my last video, or in my live stream as an example, I actually told everybody I was looking for help, and I had people helping me. So it's great as a YouTuber, I can go out there into the community and say, guys, I need some help on this task. People rally round and they help me, because I've got a very nice fan base, and much love to you all. But for a lot of you, you're playing by yourself and you don't have that fan base. So what you've got to do is go through your friends bar looking for players that have got to help, and then that's tapping from the highest level down to the lowest or vice versa. I often find, as I said before, tapping from the highest to the lowest is easier for finding help tasks. Now I'm going to be focusing on trees and bushes because that's the thing that actually allows me to get the task done more quickly. If I focus on the higher level players at the beginning, I can't always do their trucks or boats or their towns because I don't have the resources because I am such a lower level player. As you start to get up into the 50s region, it makes it much easier. But lower than that, definitely help tasks are the way to go. Now, if you're lucky enough to find lots of people, it's great. Now, remember, people are adding, doing a game, playing their game at the same time. Now, another factor that relates to this is time zones. Now, because I'm in Japan, my time zone is very different than a lot of the key players out there in the world that I'm connected with. So, like many of my friends are actually based in the Americas or in India and other locations like that. So, depending on when they're awake versus not awake, depends on when I can actually get them active in game requesting help. So, that's another factor to think about when it comes to help. Now with this bunny task, as I said, okay, there's that bunny to be got, and I've got to work my way up to clutch it. And it requires 2 bunnies to get to it. And there's a lot of thresholds as well. So I've kind of like done my first task. Now the next bunny task, it says there for me, is 1 hour and 12 minutes. Now I've got a choice. I can wait for it. But at the end of the day, again, I'm thinking about, okay, I'm playing against other players and I'm by myself. Is it really worth waiting for the bunny? Now, in some ways, no, it's not. Now, previously, I loaded up all of my tasks and I collected the 320s. Which can be very nice indeed. But in this case, what I'm actually doing is something a little bit different. I'm clearing the board and I'm doing the help task. Now, because I'm not requesting for help from my friends, I'm having to jump through all of the actual farms and looking. Like I said, it's not easy when you're by yourself because you don't have people supporting you. So you've got your friends bar to find all of those helps, and that's giving you the chance to do the 30 that you need for the task. You then go back and then you collect your bunny reward or your points on your board, but because there's no bunny, it doesn't count towards it. The only way to actually get the bunnies, as you know, is to take a task during that bunny time. And I'm not going to wait. I just can't because of my work commitments and family commitments and other things like that. So for me, it's a little bit unfortunate on that side. Now, if I'm lucky enough to actually be playing when a bunny task turns around, then I think, that's not so bad. I can wait for that one and do it. Now that's the great thing about doing a help task sometimes, because it does take a bit of time to find those help. By trashing the board like you're seeing I'm doing here, then taking a 320 help, it may bring up the time for the bunny. So it might take me like a good hour or just under an hour to find all of those points. So you've got that as a factor to think about as well. So you're looking to all these farms on your friends bar, jumping from the next one to the next one to the next one, looking for those help. Now, it's not easy. It takes a long time sometimes to find the 30 help. Power Derby is so much easier because it's 15 and done, come away, come back later. But this one's the full 30. So you may find that you're delaying doing a task for quite some time, which is not a problem. Okay, you just come back when you can and do it. Now, you've got Facebook, so go to Facebook and post there, hey guys, I'm doing a help task. Anybody got any help? Please let me know. Your friends will see your post and they will comment on it. Now, remember with Facebook, the only people that are going to see your post are those that are actively involved with your actual Facebook page. You don't, as a rule, see all of your friends' posts unless you actively look at their posts and vice versa on a regular basis. So even though you're friends with people, you may not see what they're posting. That's the way Facebook works. It only shows a certain number of people that you are engaged with. Everybody else is pushed down until you decide to go and check them out. So having 5,000 friends on my board doesn't mean I see 5,000 posts or people see my replies unless they're active with my page or my posts. I also posted on my Discord as well. For me, basically, it's just for chatting. It's not an active Discord. If I wanted better help, I would probably go to the Hayday Discord and post there, hey guys, I'm doing a help task. If anybody's connected to me, can you let me have some? And then I can do it that way. So remember, you can request. The other factor as well when it comes down to doing or getting help, it's not actually your friends as well you need to think about. You can also go and look at the newspaper. I find the newspaper can be very, very effective sometimes. So you're looking for players that are actually requesting help, and you go to their farm, buy what they're selling maybe, and then help them out as well. Okay, right, there's 39 minutes down there. As such, I still haven't got any bunnies, and the bunny times just don't fall with my schedule. It's not a problem. I've got basically 4 thresholds down there if I want to catch a bunny, so that's 4 more chances as such, okay, before I reach to the end of the rewards. I could wait the 30 odd minutes and then come back and do it. Okay, right, well, we're back on the board now. I've done one of the bunnies and I've caught it. Sorry, that was not a recorded one. The next bunny time is in 24 seconds, so I'm waiting on this one now. This will be my second bunny. And this means I can actually catch the bunny and get an extra threshold. Now, the extra thresholds will give you rewards, and you can catch up to 3 bunnies, as you know, per derby. Now, when you're by yourself, I don't think that's realistic. You're trying to get in the top 3 so you don't get demoted. If you start late, then it's doable. So if you're starting late, then other players are not so active. They will get demoted or not in there. You're going to be either in the middle or in the top 3. So if you're active and you're able to catch the bunnies, there's the chance of being in the top 3 and getting 3 bunnies as well. But it's that time turnaround that is the pain in the backside. So there are often many, many hours between it. So do take that into consideration. Remember at the end of the day that a bunny derby is just a regular derby with an extra activity. And that extra activity is just extra rewards. Now, they can be very nice indeed. If you like permits or puzzle pieces, it's good to go for. Whereas the top 3 often just give expansion materials or decoration. So I kind of like the bunny rewards more sometimes than I do the top 3. But it depends on your team's requirements or your own feeling on this one. So we got one more task to do. If I can do that one, I get the 30, then we catch the bunny. So I'll be very happy with that indeed. Right, looking. Sometimes they're easy to find, sometimes they're challenging to find. So no, I can't see anything on Bobby's. Let's go. Now, I've cut out a lot of the farms, by the way, that I actually did go to get the helps from. This video itself is about 17 minutes long, but the actual recording is about 3 hours. So reducing. There's a lot of farms I went to that just didn't have the helps I needed. And it does take many, many hours over many days as well. Like sitting there in the evening just playing and hunting. You're doing exactly what I'm doing now, just looking and searching. Okay, there we go. There's the 30. Now, if I go back to my bunny board, that should tell me I've caught the bunny, and a new bunny comes up as well, which is wonderful indeed. So the next one is a 2 option later. There we go. Bunny's been done. That's 2 bunnies done. Now, I've got 2 more tasks left, so I could go with the bunny to get another threshold, but I'm not really going to bother. I've got 3 days and 2 hours on the clock here at this time. I think 1 bunny is good enough for me. I could wait for the next task, which is in 9 minutes, but I've got nothing on the board there, because that's the problem when you're doing these things. The trashing and the bunny matchup, etc., don't really work. The bunny derby is fun. Okay, I do like it. It's interesting. It's not my favorite derby of all of the derbies that are out there. It's okay. I still ultimately don't understand the way it works 100%. Like supposedly you can take a task during the bunny time and it counts even after. But even sometimes I feel that my tasks have not counted, and it's not really clear that it's going towards it or not going towards it. I wish there was an easy way of seeing that the bunnies actually do match up. Right, well, welcome back to the last part of the video here. Now, we've got 1 day, 5 hours left on the clock, and we're going to have a look at how I'm doing at the moment. You can see I've done all of my tasks. I'm not going to spend any diamonds. I did the 2 rabbits, and everything has been help related, so 320s. I've got all of these rewards down here, 1 bunny, and everything up to the last threshold. There's a lot of expansion materials down there, which is pretty good. So, again, I need to decide what I want to do. There's no decoration. I could respin, but I don't think I'm going to bother. So if I look at the decoration, also expansion materials, I'm very close to upgrading my barn, so that will probably be my focus. Where's my silo? Ah, there it is. My silo was hidden. Now for my silo, okay, again, not so far off from upgrading that as well. Got too many nails there, so I'm going to sell 8 of those. Now I'm the kind of person at my level, I don't like keeping too many expansion materials. If you check out my post on the forum, you can see there's a wonderful graph that's been added as well that actually goes to show you that having too many items in your storage is not so good on the expansion because it takes up too much space for what you need to play the game. Right, so lots of goodies down there. Vouchers I'll definitely take, because you know I'm working towards getting my little dog. I've got the 15 I need to get my little puppy, which is wonderful. So I will be doing my retriever in another video. Actually, I might make that one a little bit different as well for you guys. Make it more educational than just buying a puppy, which is fun. Okay, you'll see there first, second, and third. The top 3 players there have all got the same points. The only way I can be beaten now is if either of these 2 hoods there decide that they're going to spend the 10 diamonds. So if we come to this one over here, click on it. Okay, they're requesting anyone can join. They've got 30 members, so they're full up, I'm afraid. The leader is in the derby, and he's the one I'm playing against. Everybody else is opted out, which is a shame. Obviously, either they're not playing, or they're on downtime, or whatever else, or maybe they're just spare farms. I don't know. But a lot of lower level farms there, so hopefully they will play at some stage, and then he won't be alone. But as long as someone's staying in the derby, you don't get demoted. Number 3 is the green horse. So that one is Yok. Let's have a look. This one is a request to join. It's a Turkish group and there's only 1 player, so send them a request if you'd like to come and join them as well. From the scores, they're very active with the derby and they're doing pretty well as well. So head on over, request to join if you would like to, if you're from a Turkish team, and help each other out. Right, well that's it. Now the next time I come back, I'll be getting my trophy, finding out what my rewards are going to be and seeing how that affects my game. Or I'll be live streaming, or maybe I'm making another video for you. Keep your eyes open for my little doggy video. I think you will like it very much. And either way, I'll see you in my next one. Make sure you do hit that subscription and that beautiful bell notification. But either way, take care and have fun now. Bye everybody.